effects. Flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood, tryna stack a little cheddar for.
Yeah, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Better than that!
It's your favorite day of the week. It is
Monkey Tuesday!
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Good morning.
Hello, monkeys.
I said good morning.
Hello, monkeys.
Terrific. Oh, boy. Let's do this roll call. There's some things I want to speak on. I got questions. And you can be a hater. You can have an opinion. You can have an opinion on me. You can have an opinion on me, just me, because your opinion going to be on me. But I'm just asking a question. I'm looking for clarity because I'm getting these answers. I got a lot of deflections popping up in my algorithm. After click do not interested. Do not recommend. I'm not interested. And it seems that what's being uncovered is leading to more questions. Houston, we have a problem. CDK Boxing, salute. Dirt Gang Boss. G McCall, Mark Harrison, King Bonnie, Dow Big G, Ratchet since 91, Abdul Anwar, Main Event Mark, Jamal Robinson, Freedom's March, Eric Jordan in the building, Dill Spoolie, Rod Nail, Shower, salute, Queen. Oh, it jumped on me. What's going on here? Phenomenal Mexican, salute. Yeah, man, don't put no heavy weight on the rack, bro. Mr. Shelton in the building, my brother, salute. It's Monkey Tuesday. T-E-W. T-E-W-S Day. Tuesday. Slim Hussein, what's going on? The EPS says, wait, why is Shakur regarded as one of the the chest pounders today? Oh, he's been a monkey. He's been a monkey. If you just now, I'm going to review. He's been a monkey. He told us who he was about like a year and a half ago. He let us know. Marcus Walls, salute. Shaquilla Fields in the building, salute. Shogun, Sam Mack, Rick Blackwell, DP Rocker, salute. Well, let's get to the questions. Let's get to the questions, because I know I'm a hater. Y'all know I hate Tank. I don't hide that. But that has nothing to do with the event that I said I wasn't going to purchase. But I was going to talk about it. It looked like they were stacking the card. Michael Ray, salute, right? Right? I mean, the Tank fans had that over me. Yo, you're not going to buy it, but you're going to watch it. Yeah, man. Fire Stick Force Unite. Y'all know how I do.
Activate interlock. Dynatherms connected. Infracells up. Mega thrusters are go.
Yeah, buddy. I was going to pay for it. And I was going to talk about the card. Right? I was going to talk about the card. Yeah, so y'all had me there. I was going to watch it, but, you know. Well, I watched it in reverse on YouTube because they put the bites on YouTube, but they put it on mirror mode, so it's like the words are backwards and stuff, but you're still watching the fight. You know what I mean? I was gonna do one of those. Thank Father, salute. I was gonna do one of those, you know, but they weren't gonna get my money. I mean, it's boxing news. I was gonna talk about it, so y'all had me there. Now, we're finding out that there's no event. Larry Jordan in that strong house for over a year, my brother always supporting. He says the Prince has the ninja sword heavyweight.
Give power to my nigger sword!
Goddamn right. Goddamn right. So now I can't even watch the event on my Fire Stick. So the question is, do we have a problem? Because it looks like there's no event. That's what it looked like. Now, things are subject to change. A hat trick could be pulled. The PBC might be saying, hey, man, the streets are talking. You know, I think they got us figured out. We got to pull this off. Now, I'm hearing, I saw some things pop up in my feed talking about the fight might be relocated and, you know, it's not canceled, it's postponed. Regardless, if it's canceled, that's bad. That's bad enough. If it's postponed and moved to another location, Jeff Sparks, salute. I'm wondering why didn't Tank have enough star power to hold it down in Houston? What's going on? What happened? This is the face of boxing? Can I ask y'all a question? Put down the number of Canelo fights that we were told were happening and then it was canceled due to venue, meaning this exact reason. I know he tried to fight. I forgot who he tried to fight, and the fans was like, nah. And he just scrapped the idea, but they didn't tell us there was a venue and this is happening next and both fighters are in camp and they're having press conferences. They didn't do all of that. Name the Canelo fight that this happened. Huh? Yeah. Zero. It's never happened. Ultimate Fight Club, salute. And that's a great question. Why didn't they just put this somewhere in the DMV? You could have went to Philadelphia. You could have went to Baltimore. Baltimore makes sense. You're fighting somebody that no one cares about, but both of y'all are from the DMV. You couldn't go to Baltimore. You couldn't go to Philadelphia. Doesn't the Philadelphia, even if you have to put it in a hockey rink, doesn't the Philadelphia Flyers have a small, I've been in it. They have a pretty good arena there. You could have put Tank somewhere in there. Why would you try and go to Houston? It didn't make sense. But I said, hey, I guess they know what they're doing. I even said, hey, this was gonna be the first time. Because y'all know I'm really not a numbers guy. This is the first time, ES, salute, sis, that I was curious as to what the numbers are going to be. I said, you know, if Tank does great numbers, you know, because I don't care if he's the star of boxing. I just want him to fight his contemporaries. That's it. I don't care about his money. I don't want to see him going broke. I'm not like that. I'm not on him like that. I just don't like him as a person. Slip the jab, salute. Now, one time did you hear me say, I hope he goes broke and car fire? I didn't wish that on him. Well, I may have said the car fire thing at one point, but I was pissed off. Y'all know the only boxer that I wish hell upon, and that's Tyson Fury. Tank he hasn't crossed that line because he hasn't cheated anybody in the ring. He hasn't tried to commit murder by using drugs. He hasn't crossed that line. But this was the first time that I was interested in how the pay-per-view is going to look. I want to see how loyal his fans are. Because we all know about Canelo's fans. They're very loyal. So I want to know how's it going to look with Tank. And he won't even walk the aisle to the ring because we're hearing about money. And I said, well, how could this be? He was paid already. Why is he fussing about money? And I didn't know that. Y'all heard what I said, right? He was paid already. I asked people. I said, yo, that's a big deal he got with Amazon Prime. Yup. It's what? Over $250? Wow. Now I'm thinking it was $250. Out of RDM, salute. I mean, this is the information that they were giving me. Did y'all ever hear me question the money? No. So I said, what is this? And now they tell us there was an event. He's fighting Lamont Roach. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Nobody likes this fight. And I can say that. 88 Sports Talk, salute. I could say no one likes this fight. Why? Because apparently there ain't no fight now. Apparently there ain't no fight now. Hey, listen, man. I know. Did y'all did you guys listen to Blue Blood yesterday? Hold up. Because I'm going to play it for you. I'm going to play it for you, all right? Trick Nolte in the building. Salute, good brother. We trying to figure it out, brother. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Listen, I'm going to play something for you. Because I didn't go this far. I didn't go this far. But I'm listening to Blue Blood yesterday. And I had to pull the whip open. And I'm like, yo. What is going on here? So allegedly, there was never a fight booked in Houston. Allegedly. Well, no, it's not alleged. It's true. They told us Toyota Center, right? That's what they told us. All I said was, hey, man, I want to know what the main biker, salute. I want to know the door's going to do good. Y'all recall me saying, yo, the door's going to do good. I know that. It's going to be a sellout. You know, Tank a star. And they putting Maul and Andrade on the undercard. You know, and I'm like, all right, the card's going to be good. I'm still not buying it. But the door's going to be fine. I want to know about the pay-per-view sales. I want to know if Tank's superstardom is what they say it is. This was going to be the first time I was going to actually have to do some homework on it. The first time, because y'all know I'm not a numbers guy. I really don't care about that. But this is going to be the first time because something was strange. There was a disturbance in the force. Come to find out now, I'm not going to get a chance to do that. Because Houston, we have a problem. Now, this was Blue Blood's video from yesterday. The brother called the center. He called the venue. And this is what they had to say. Fair use.
Here.
It's Blue Blood.
Hi, how you doing? I was calling to see the availability for December 14th. Is there a boxing event scheduled for December 14th?
No, sir. It's not. Let me double check that because I wasn't here this weekend, but it hadn't been one as of Friday. So
there is no boxing.
December the 6th, then December the 7th. We don't have anything scheduled for December 14th.
Whoa! What the Oh, ah. That's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, Froggy went courting, he did ride Crambo. Froggy went courting, he did ride Crambo.
What? So when people use the term liar and things of that nature, we are just the supporters of the sport. You tell us when there's an event, we buy it, we attend it. Some of us attend it and buy it in full support of the product. And what I'm saying is, there's no product for sale. We were told Tank is fighting Lamont Roach. And although most of us aren't happy with it, there was a handful of Tank fans that was saying, well, I'm going to support it regardless. Fine, that's your choice. But now, there's no event. Now, I know there's people saying, hey, you know, it's not canceled, it's relocated. Fine. Where? Philadelphia? Baltimore, Maryland? Virginia? Where? Where? Better question. Why? Why? It's not an injury. They can't play that game. That's the Toyota Center. They said, man, y'all ain't got no money for us. Y'all got enough money to rent for us, but renting also means we got to make a return on our investment. So if it costs $2 million to rent us for that evening, we want to make $4 million. And here come Al Heyman. Well, you know, you'll get your money, but it's not going to be on this date. You see, when we count the pay-per-view sales and the door sales, that'll be where your money come from. And they were like, nope, we don't do business like that. In other words, Al Heyman's promises used to be backed up by his reputation. Al used to be good for that, from what I was told. We ain't got the money, but if you give us this, we'll have the money in 2 months. His word used to be gold. Now I'm understanding it's not. And then I thought about it. You know, he had a lot of boxing on several networks. BET, I think it was Fox Sports, CBS, but it was never for long term. Did y'all notice that? He's like the hobosexual. Y'all know what a hobosexual is? He's the dude that always was dressed nice, was well tapered, had a decent job, but he was homeless. He just laid up on chicks' couches all night. He was good looking enough, and he wasn't really a bum, but he was a rolling stone. Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. Y'all know that song? Those are the words. Had a job, but he was homeless because he was laying up with chicks all day, and chicks was allowing him to stay there. But when they got tired of him, they said, yo, you got to bust a move. You can't stay here. And he leaves and goes to the next chick's house. And then he leaves and go to the next chick's house. The PBC never had a long-term home where we could watch boxing. He was a rolling stone. He was a hobosexual. That's what the PBC is. And that has run out. Because you know why? Boxing needs a long-term commitment. Enter Rider season. Turkey Ala Sheik. Y'all understand the meme now? Do y'all understand? Eric Jordan in that super chat, he said Tank might be a star, but he sure is a major duck. Quack, quack, quack. Sure is. Young Merv, salute. Rod Neal in that super chat, he said, I said the same thing yesterday. The venue open. Yup. Louis Hinton, salute. Stormy in the building. Jamel, what up? So y'all ain't got to get mad at me. I thought the event, who in this chat thought the event was just signed, still delivered, and all we was doing was waiting to see what happens between him and Lamont Roach? This was unforeseen. This is crazy. I ain't even gonna hold you. I never thought that this would be the case. Wendell, what up? I never thought this would be the case. This was the furthest thing from my mind. I never said, oh man, it's not gonna sell. I don't even know if the event is gonna happen. I never said that. I thought it was done. I wasn't even thinking about this. Who thought that this would be a reality? Never. Let's go back to what Blue, his phone call was. This had me like literally screaming.
Was there ever anything scheduled for December 14th for a boxing event?
No, sir.
Oh my God! Let me bring that back. Listen, y'all. Listen again.
For December 14th for a boxing event?
Listen again.
Was there ever anything scheduled for December 14th for a boxing event?
December 14th.
Was there ever anything scheduled for Was there ever anything scheduled for December 14th for a boxing event? Was there ever anything scheduled for December 14th for a boxing event? Was there ever anything scheduled for December 14th for a boxing event? Was there ever anything scheduled for December 14th for a boxing event?
No, sir.
Who's lying? Who's lying? Who's lying? So there was never anything scheduled. There was never a boxing event scheduled for December 14th at that venue. So were we not lied to? Yes or no? Mansa Musa, my brother, salute. Trick note to my brother, he said, when Spence vs. Crawford was supposed to go down in 2022, I called all venues in Vegas, ATL, New York, DC, Florida, and nothing. I even went on Blue's show and debunked everyone who said they had a date. Yet, I remember that, Trick. I remember that. Now this is out loud. So now everyone's going to start doing it now. Just remember, I remember when Trick did that 2 years ago. Now Blue did it out loud. And I heard some other people that I don't deal with is doing it. But now, y'all are going to be smart enough to call the venues before you book seats, right? The only way people get, another reason why I don't like Tyson Fury. That was signed, sealed, delivered, and then he lied about COVID. Which is why it spilled over to me not liking Jared Anderson, because all we did was ask him. They said the whole camp had COVID. Do you have COVID? He said no. Joseph Parker, they said, yo, man, what you doing at the UFC event? We heard you have COVID. He said, excuse me? Which means they decided to make a lie, but no one put Joseph Parker in on it. He didn't know. Y'all see this? So there was never anything booked. The fighters are going back and forth online. The fans are justifying this whack-ass event, this whack-ass main event. Vince, what up? This whack-ass main event. But people were going to watch it. Some were going to watch it. Some were going to buy it. Some were going to go. If you was in Houston or one city over, y'all were going to go. It's a boxing event. I get it. Now we found out that we were lied to. Lied. You know that word lie? Something that Ryan Garcia is? Lie? You know Ryan Garcia is a liar? Right? Something that they say Bill Haney is, a liar. We were just lied to about an entire event. How about that? I don't give a damn if it's being relocated. It has to be. Because apparently they don't have enough financial backing to get this popping in Houston. And this is the PBC with the alleged face of boxing. How could this be? How could this be? Y'all tell me what happened. Make something up. Yeah, exactly right. Like I said, I understand. I said hey man, it's gonna do well. The door is gonna do well. Y'all heard me say it's gonna sell out. You know, it's Tank and it's a decent undercard. And if you live in Houston, it's something to do that weekend. I know that. That's cool. I wanted to do my homework on the pay-per-view. What's a good pay-per-view? He's the face of boxing. And I was going to compare his numbers to Canelo's numbers, if you can even find them. Now, Canelo fought Edgar Berlanga. I didn't look up those numbers, but I didn't hear anyone saying that it was trash. Right? And guess what? Nobody really was stoked about him fighting Edgar Berlanga anyway. I pointed out the contradictions. I said, all right, I understand it's Mexico versus Puerto Rico, but Edgar, ain't no one picking him to win. Right? No one's picking him to win. Everyone's saying he's not ready. I'm saying, well, whether it's now or 2 years from now, I think he's reached his max. But David Benavidez, how could Canelo say, oh, David has the offer and his additional 20 pounds on fight night? Meanwhile, Edgar Berlanga came in on fight night at 193. David Benavidez goes up to 175. And on his fight night, he came in at an astonishing 189. He was in a higher division, but came in lighter than Edgar Berlanga. And Canelo still fought him. So I pointed out those lies and contradictions. Right? But I be talking the talk, right? So I know some people are going to come in here, oh, you already know what press is going to do, and I got to be patient with the young man. This is not another Tank hating video. I'm asking what the hell's going on. And they lied about booking a venue. I've never seen anything like this. You know this is groundbreaking? Unless I'm wrong. Has this ever happened? Telling us, hey, man, this fight's happening. Oh, there's a problem with the venue. Wait a minute. How is there a problem with the venue? Is the venue under construction? They're not ready yet? No, because it can't be Tank. Because Tank a star. Tank the face of boxing. In insult to injury, we're hearing that this kid won't walk to the ring because they are only going to pay him $300 up front. Wait a minute. What happened to that almost $300 million that y'all told me he had already? How many people thought he had that money already? I thought he had that money already. I said, okay, they gave him a big old deal. I said, damn. 7-fight, 6-fight deal. At least 4 of those got to be the faces I want him to fight. Has to be. Has to be. Y'all cutting checks with no promise of or no legally binding contract that he's going to fight his contemporary. Y'all just giving away money. Hell, at least Canelo got his bag. He could do what he want, right? Right?
Whatever, I do what I want.
What are we doing here? What are we doing? So the jab says, Devin in training right now in Turkey is an easy man for Tank's team to reach out to. You don't want PBC's $3 million. How about go Turkey's multi-millions? You know what happened? And you know what happened, Slip. You know what happened? There was 50 mil on the table. I don't know if Tank was going to get the 50 mil or what. It was 50 mil divided by 2, which is 25 mil apiece. Either way, whether it's 50 mil or half of that, which is 25 mil, that's more than the 3 million that he's not satisfied with.
Whoa! What the
Egg on your face. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not egg. We're talking about Tank fans. What is that?
Bukaki.
Yeah, that's more like it. Intelligent Savage, Jose Diaz, what up? Eric O in the building. How EPS says either Tank's fans don't support his fights or he truly is being played about money because he pulls more views than Canelo, but doesn't sell somehow. I don't know what's going on, brother. I take pride in telling my audience I'm not a numbers guy. I just want to see the fights. But this is strange. I repeat, I did not see this coming. This is crazy. This is crazy. Stormy says, you know that monkey ain't good for business? When he purchased some property, didn't the block blow up? Yeah, apparently. He bought some homes and someone tried to burn it down or throw a grenade in it. By the way, what's the status on that property he bought? You know, maybe I should do that. I just want to know now. I want to know everything because we've been lied to. He lied. Listen, man, you want to talk about lies? Let's run down the lies. Let's run down the lies. He had a hit list, right? Is he making any moves to that hit list? Because Lamont Roach was not on that hit list at all. He wasn't even mentioned. That's a lie. All right, he bought the block to get back to the community. We'll see if that's a lie. Has it become residential? And watch this. I hope so. I hope he built those homes. I hope that, you know, Jose, I hope it wasn't an insurance job. I hope not. Maybe he has some haters that did that to him. Maybe there was some homeless people in there. And it's like, no, you got to get out of here because they've been purchased and now they're going to be remodeled and they smash it up some more on the way out. That could be the case. I don't know. But now I'm going to do some research. Because if you're lying about this, what else are you lying about? I want to know, are they built up? Are they residents in, are they residential homes now? Or are they just sitting there? I want to know because it's been a while now. Have there been any construction there? He had a whole press conference and everything. Tank Davis gives back. Okay, that was great. You lied about being a Muslim. I ain't even going to run down that. You lied about that. And now you done lied to your fans about an event. And I was also lied to because I was told that 250, almost 300 million you got, I was told that was in your bank account. I was told that you was cut that check. And now I'm hearing that you won't walk to the ring because 3 million is all they're offering you up front. And you're like, hell no. Excuse me? What happened to the almost 300 million you had? Wait a minute. And now there's no venue? But Bill's a liar, right?
Fool ass Earth man.
Somebody lying. Listen, I'm just here ready to talk about the fights. How good they are, how bad they are. You think I want to talk about this? I know. I hate Tank and my interpretation's off. Well, how am I supposed to interpret this? You tell me. Make light of this. Do you know there was some people ready, money ready, locked and loaded, that got banked like that? Tank fighting in Houston, I'm going. I got plane ticket money. That's going to be my Christmas gift to myself. I got my best outfit ready. Some cats like our brother Rod Neal, he lives in Houston. He was just going to go to enjoy the festivities. Fine. Now there ain't no goddamn event. How can this be? With the face of boxing, does this make any sense? It's not making sense to me, man. How about this? PBC, where's Tank's money? Let's do that, since I'm a hater. Trick says, Drew, also about the Tank fight, we have Interstate 45, and when there are sporting events, all you see is billboards of sporting events, but there was no Tank billboards anywhere in Houston? Wow! See, I don't know about that. Y'all remember when they were telling us Anthony Joshua is his superstar? And when we found out he was supposed to be fighting Jarrell Miller in New York at Madison Square Garden. Well, I don't think I was doing content here at the time. I was on Facebook. I was telling the stupid ass Brits, I said, look, man, I live in New York. There are no billboards about this dude. The only poster I saw was on 34th Street at the Garden. It's not on the West Side Highway. It's not uptown or downtown. It's by MSG because it's the next event. There's no buzz. And AJ was walking around New York. He walked through Central Park. He went to the Breakfast Club. Nobody was checking for him. I told y'all, AJ looks like there's a lot of Anthony Joshua's walking around my city. Built like that, going to the gyms. The only people that recognized Anthony Joshua were people that watch boxing or from his country. David Beckham was walking through Manhattan somewhere. Caesar, what up? David Beckham was walking through Manhattan. I literally bumped into him. And I said, oh, excuse me, I didn't know. I didn't know who he was. I don't watch soccer. You know who knew who he was? The vendors. The pretzel guys, the hot dog guys, the guys selling knishes. They left their stations and ran over there to shake his hand. Because this was a little before the smartphone era. And I said, who is that? They was like, oh, you don't know? That's David Beckham. I said, oh, because I knew the name. I said, oh, that's him. The soccer dude. Okay, I don't watch soccer. But what I'm saying is the foreigners knew who he was. They watch. Soccer's big. Outside of the U.S., soccer's really big. I don't watch it. I didn't know who that was. Also shook Andre Agassi's hand, and it didn't register until he walked off. I said, oh, that's that guy. That's the tennis dude, Andre Agassi. Not the long-haired one, the bald one. Because there's two Andre Agassi's. Long head, and then he just shaved it off. I don't watch tennis like that. I didn't know we was somewhere in a lounge, and he was just shaking hands, and I was standing, he just shook my hand, and he walked out. And I said, you look familiar. I said, oh, that's the tennis dude, Andre Agassi. Right? It's no disrespect. So when Trick says there was no advertising for this fight, that's strange. It reminds me of the Anthony Joshua situation. I said, this is strange. The fight is literally a week away. Y'all know there's no promotion for this damn thing, right? I'm here. Y'all are in the UK. I'm here. When Zab Judah was hot. When you went across the Brooklyn Bridge, there was a big old billboard of him flexing. Brooklyn's own Zab Super Judah. They ain't do that for AJ. When Roy Jones Jr. was fighting at Madison Square Garden, they promoted that at least for 20 to 50 blocks. When Miguel Cotto was fighting Sergio Martinez, when you're leaving the Bronx to go over the 3rd Avenue Bridge, there was a big old billboard there. Cotto versus Martinez. And it was still in the Bronx. Now, AJ was his worldwide star. Nothing. I told you they were lying. And we're being lied to again. Lied to again. There was never anything booked there. That was a lie. That was a lie. So now people can tell you, because a few things popped up on my algorithm this morning. You'll find, look, I don't know if it's being relocated. I don't know if it's postponed. I don't know if it's canceled. But I'm dealing with this right here. Where's Tank's star power, and where's his bread that y'all told us that he was giving? Where's his bread? Tank Davis he won't walk to the ring for $3 million. That's the word. Guess what? I agree. He's worth more. According to what y'all told us, he a star. So he's worth more than that $3 million. Is he not? He's worth more than that. Fine. Y'all ain't got it to give him. How do y'all not have $3 million? How do y'all not have $5 million? How do y'all not have $10 million to give this kid? Do I even bother to ask what happened to that $300 million or so? I'm asking a question. Now, am I talking down on Tank? Or am I talking about how we were lied to? We were lied to. But I know. Bill. I'm undefeated under those lights. When niggas wanted to go see these lights, and it's lights out. Tom French in that super chat, he said, imagine if Tank would have bet on himself and took a more challenging fight for $50 million. Now he locked into fights that will potentially pay less. Hey, I thought he got his money straight up. I'm clearly missing something. Free Smoke says, bro, who cares? I don't know what you're talking about. Who cares about what? I don't know. I'm trying to figure something out. Am I not actually speaking up on Tank? Where's his money? What happened to that $250 million? Why y'all don't have him? Why y'all don't have more than $3 million to pay the kid to walk to the ring to fight? I'm actually speaking Tank up. I'm not disrespecting him. I'm asking where his bread at. And I'm asking the PBC why y'all lied to us. Huh? I'm asking, what the hell? Young Abel in that super chat, much love, he said, I had a moment in 2015 while I was in South California. I was talking to an NBA legend, but I didn't know him until I figured it out. It was James Worthy. You didn't know you was talking to You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. You probably didn't know it was James Worthy. This might not be your case, but the first thing is, well, this definitely ain't you, Abel, but I remember when I saw an NBA player in person. I see a lot. I'm in New York. I see a lot of athletes in person. But there was one NBA player I saw in person, and I said, hey, it was Kenny Anderson. I said, hey, what's up, bro? He said, hey, what's going on? I gave him a pound. I said, you good? He said, yeah, I'm good, brother. And he walked out. She was like, who was that? I said, I was Kenny Anderson. She's like, oh, he looks a lot shorter on TV. Well, he was a point guard. But Kenny Anderson was how tall? He was about my height. John Starks, met him in person. He looks real small on TV, but he's 6'5", which means everyone else on the court is over 6'5". But that wasn't your case. James Worthy was 6'8". So first of all, he's crazy tall. Another thing is, Abel, by the time you saw him in 2015, he was all gray. You were probably used to seeing him when he had black hair with the goggles on, dunking the basketball. That's the James Worthy you was used to seeing online and on TV. But when you meet some of these OG players, they're all gray now. Charles Oakley is all gray. They're like Santa Claus. But I was used to seeing him when he had all black hair. So that's, you know, it's a little different. Oh, Free Smoke says nobody was checking for this fight anyway. Well, you know what, Free Smoke? They showed it. They showed it. Stormy. He said PBC pulling boxing's chain.
Whoa! What the
Go! Slip the Jab says the fact that Tank is not getting a bag for Lamont Roach is a clear indicator that the business of boxing is still listening to us. We've made it clear that nobody is looking for this fight from Tank. That's the truth, man. Why are we wrong for asking the best to fight their contemporaries? That's it. And by the way, Devin Haney is still available. Well, now he's entertaining Jack Catterall. That's the word. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's the rumor. I don't know yet. I ain't spoke to Bill. I haven't asked BFTB. But Devin was chilling the whole time. If this was Devin Haney, they get the Toyota Center. Wait a minute, or do they? How do you, does that up the value of Tank? Does it go from $3 million to whatever? My brother Trick says New York had Roy all over the place. When Roy fought David Telesco at Radio City, yup. I was actually in Boston that weekend. I wanted to go, and he brought out Redman and Method Man. Yeah. I remember when he fought at Radio City. It was kind of strange because Radio City is a music hall. So there was no like, it was weird. It was a weird setup. Nonito fought Rigondeaux there. And they advertised that fight for blocks and blocks. So when AJ came to New York, I said, this is weird. This is strange. I don't see a billboard anywhere. When you got to like 30th Street, because the Garden is 4 blocks off, then you saw the billboard. I'm like, okay, why is it not 20 blocks downtown or uptown? This is a big deal, right? You see what I mean? You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. 704, what up? This is weird. Now let me ask y'all a question. Am I disrespecting Tank? Did I go on an epic rant about him? No, I'm asking a question. Were we lied to? The answer is yes. Cats is ready to go to Brooklyn. My brother Rod Neal is in Houston. My brother Trick Notie's in Houston. I'm sure they were going to go just to, enjoy the festivities. You never know who you could run into there. It's a fight. It's Tank Davis. There's going to be a lot of stars there. Get your pictures. DJ Zion Love, my brother, salute. Get your pictures. Shake a few hands. You know how Trick Notie do. Next you know, I'm getting a text like, yo, we're going to get so-and-so on the show. Bet. You go there for your, to socialize. I get it. Y'all remember when I said, hey, man, the door's going to do good. It might be a sellout. I didn't say, this ain't going to sell. The door's going to be trash. I didn't say that. I said it's going to sell out. How about this, y'all? How come he didn't bring this to Brooklyn? They'd have sold in Brooklyn. I know that. Philly is only 2.5 hours from here. Baltimore is only 3 hours from here. You can come up here. You could drive up here, enjoy the festivities, and drive home. You can. Why didn't they come to the Barclays with this? You might have done better. Why don't you go to Madison Square Garden over the river? Huh? What's going on here? Why Houston? What the hell was that? I don't understand the marketing behind that. What was that? Enlighten me. I don't know everything. But I'm not going to sit here and bullshit y'all. I'm not going to sit here and word salad y'all. I'm not going to sit here and make some ridiculous lie up. Well, this is what's happening because you was going to Houston because it's right next door to Jamal, and Jamal's kind of crazy. So he has a phobia about planes right now. So we want to make him comfortable because we don't want to mess up the undercard. Sounds like bullshit to me, but whatever. Keep on going. But let's dial it back a second. Where's Tank Davis Bread? Let's go back to what Blue Blood said. He was on the phone with the brother.
There's been talk on Instagram. There's been information on Instagram, but it has never been booked at Toyota Center.
Okay, thank you. Just wondering because they said that it was an issue with the venue, so I was trying to figure this out.
Yes, it has never been booked here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Nothing was booked at all. Nothing. They told us a date in a venue. It was a lie, y'all. It was a lie. And if Tank isn't getting paid enough money to walk to the ring, what's going on? The same reason why Fundora and Spence ain't fighting. This is the illest case of false advertising I've ever seen in the sport of boxing. I've heard of injuries, faked injuries. I've heard of that. I've heard of real injuries, postponing the event. Heard of that. Like hand injuries, COVID, allegedly. I've heard of that. I have never in my life, as a supporter of the sport, been lied to. What if I was a ridiculous Tank fan and I went to my job, True Boxing Night Salute, and I said, I need the weekend of the 14th off. And I get that weekend off. And I book a flight for that weekend because the earlier the better. And I book a flight. I'm leaving New York on Thursday and I'm returning on Sunday night. And I book a hotel in Houston. So I got my flight, I got my hotel. I'm just waiting for the tickets to go on sale. And then I get this news. Xavier, salute. Imagine that. Y'all know when you book flights, y'all don't get that money back, right? Unless like something insane happens. You know when you get your money back for the flight? Y'all remember the Dallas meetup we had 2 years ago? Remember that? I got my money back because when I got to the damn airport, they pushed the flight back to one time to another. First of all, they pushed it back the day before. They said, yo, you're not leaving at this time. It's not leaving at this time. It's leaving at this time. Cool. So I went to the airport. My flight wasn't even in the goddamn, you know where the planes line up at? It wasn't even there. I'm like, where is it? They said, well, your plane is still in the air, coming from wherever. I'm like, what? Okay. And then I figured, then they told me, okay, it's no longer a straight flight. You're going to Tennessee first, and then you're going to go to Texas. I'm like, oh, God, okay. So I had to call Texas because I booked a rental-car. I had to call Avis or something and say, look, I'm not landing. I know I said I was landing at such and such a time. I'm going to be like 3 hours late. They said, no problem. And I'm waiting. I'm on the phone with Steve Eldermack. I'm like, yo, man, they postponed my flight. But I'm here. 4 hours. And then they canceled my flight. Canceled. They said, yeah, it's canceled. And the reason why they had to go to Tennessee first because there was a smaller plane and there was a storm and they don't want to ride that plane through the storm. So they was redirecting us to Tennessee, and then I had to catch a connecting flight to go to Texas. And then they canceled the whole damn flight. So there were people trying to get somewhere and they were crying because it was like, oh my God, well now I'm stuck. They had to give out vouchers for people to go to the hotel. I live in New York. I said, man, just give me my money back. I'm going home. They said, well, you know, you gotta, I said, when can I get a flight out of here to Texas? I'm thinking they're gonna be like, well, tomorrow. You know what they said? Sunday. I said, it's Friday. What are y'all doing? I'm supposed to be on my way back. I ain't never been so mad in my life. Never been so mad, but people had to get vouchers to go to hotels and weird shit like that. I went home. My wife was like, what happened? I said, I don't even want to talk about it. And that's how I got my money back for the flight, because they canceled the flight. But if you can't make your flight, they're going to hold on to that bread. They're like, no, you just got to use it elsewhere. Nada 86 in that super chat, much love. Salute to you, good brother. Rodnell, I remember your shit got canceled. Gio James, Bronx on deck. Anthony, salute. So Keon Small says, I see Ever YouTube channel hating on Tank. That's crazy, yo. Okay. Keon, can I ask you a question, Mr. Smalls? With your perfect English, is this Tank hate? Because I think the PBC hates you. My brother CB Sports in the building. I think the PBC hates you. Keon, is this what I'm doing here? Is this hate on Tank? Is this hate? I'm not dealing with what everyone else is saying on their channels. I'm dealing with what I got going on here. I'm asking a question. I didn't even get the Bob. Why do I have Bob Arum and Shakur in the meme? And why do I have Turkey Al-Sheikh there in the meme? You coming in here talking about hate. I'm not concerned about other channels hating on Tank. I'm very clear as to what I'm doing here. So, Mr. Keon Smalls, are you deeming this conversation as hate on Tank? Is that what you're saying? I'll wait on you for a second. Or a minute. Anything? I have questions, Mr. Smalls. I have questions. Please type a little fast, brother, because I got things I want to get to. Nah, Mr. Shelton, he don't see the hate on Devin. He don't see that because he agrees with it more than likely. If he's a Tank fan, he agrees with the hate on Devin. Don't block him. Don't hide him. Nothing. Slip the jab perfect. Stockholm Syndrome. They don't understand that they're being abused. And as boxing supporters, we all have a case of that to a degree with the sport in itself. But I'm hating on Tank. I have nothing to do with what's going on here. We were talking about how we don't like this fight and everything else. Come to find out, you just call it like I said. I asked you a question, young man. Is this hate? What I'm doing here, is this hate? Am I hating on Tank, or am I asking where his bread at? Come on now, you walked into the classroom late. You didn't check the temperature of the room. I love it when you kids do this stuff. I love it when you kids do this stuff. I was just asking questions. Okay, Keon, you're taking kind of long to type, so let me walk you through this. Let me ask you a question. We thought we had an event in Houston. Were we not lied to? Yes or no? I got to walk you through this because it's taking you a long time to type. You say you rock with both Devin and Tank, but meanwhile you come in here and say the hate on Tank is heavy. You didn't come in here and say, man, the hate on Tank and is heavy on channels, just like the hate is heavy on Devin, and I'm sick of it. You didn't say that. The focus is on Tank, but you rocks with both of them. So now I'm questioning that. But did we not think that we had an event to talk about? The real OG, the original God, Mr. Mont. He says, my question is, if it is hate, what are you going to do about it? That's a great question. That's a great question. Because I know if Bill was promoting a fight anywhere in the world, and then we got this news, I don't know what Bill's talking about, because he says it's going to be at Houston or Madison Square Garden or somewhere in the Bay. And we called the damn venue and they said there's nothing booked for that. Right now, the YouTube would crash. You see a big old picture of Bill saying, Bill lied, Bill lied, Bill lied. And it'd be marathon streams. They're not stars. They can't even support their own event. Remember all of this? And this is the first time in history, because I can't think of anywhere else where this has happened. This is the first time where we were told that the face of boxing was having an event, and then the venue says the date wasn't booked. After they done spent about a month telling us the date and where it's being held. And then the only reason why we're here is because Tank said, I'm not walking to the ring. And now we're hearing about, oh, there's not enough money. They're not paying enough money to walk to the ring. Dial it back for a second. I thought that he was paid $250 million straight up. So what are you talking about? He ain't got no money to walk to the ring. They're not paying him enough. What's that? So what I'm saying, Mr. Smalls, is that we're being lied to. So whether I hate Tank or love Tank or hate, it's irrelevant. Let's deal with the facts. You thought you was watching an event. You thought you was going to watch the event on December 14th. Some people thought that they were going to Houston. I just gave the example about when my flight was canceled and they had to refund my money. My whole trip, the hotel, the rent-a-car, the flight, I had to get all of that back. It was like $3,000. So imagine a person that had to go put in for those days off, book the hotel, book the flight, and now nothing. It's not going to be in Houston. It's going to be in the DMV. And it's not going to be on December 14th. It's going to be on it's going to be next year in January. It's inconvenient. And not everybody can get days off like other people. Some jobs is difficult to get those days. So now Mr. Small says Devin put that on himself by suing people. From my understanding, the fight is still on. What are you talking about? Keon, before I go any further, how old are you? Remember what I said, ladies and gentlemen. People have to qualify to have a conversation with you about boxing. Never mind the fact that Devin was assaulted in the ring. Never mind the fact that a crime was committed and Ryan Garcia is guilty of it. So when someone violates you, it's a criminal act. And you're not supposed to sue them. So I'm already talking to a kid that don't know how the world works. Keon, how old are you? Watch this, y'all. How old are you, young man? King P says, Miss Smalls, what are your thoughts on Ryan and Tio's racist comments? Yep, I'm gonna leave that right there because y'all know I was going there. 43. What year were you born? 43. What year were you born? Type fast. You should be typing 4 numbers. Type fast. Type fast. Type fast. Because I think you're lying. I think you're lying now. You was born in 81? Answer that question. Look at the screen and answer that question. Now you're not supposed to sue somebody when they don't honor a contract. This is a 43-year-old man. So let's say I take you at your word. You're a 43. Yeah, thank you, Brandon. This is even worse. You're a 43-year-old man. DB, what up? You're a 43-year-old man. Devin was done an injustice. There was an assault on it. There was an attempt on his life in the ring. And we still got now 43-year-old niggas running around talking about he shouldn't sue. This was a breach of contract. This was a breach of contract. When you breach a contract, what are you supposed to do? 43-year-old man, y'all. See what I mean? Shabazz, I have no idea. I have no idea. My brother Trick Notes, he says, and I asked WBC Business chat on Facebook, what did they think of Tio's comments on Bud? Yeah, you sure did. Trick sent me the screenshots. WBC said something to the effect of, we don't get involved in that or whatever. We don't have no comment on personal opinion. But meanwhile, Deontay Wilder said, I want a body on my record. They lost the whole investigation. Keon says, you know how it go. No, I don't, 43-year-old man. No, I don't know how it go. Sam Seal, salute. No, I don't, 43-year-old man. No. My chat is not sensitive. We're real adults in here. We're real adults. You're one of those fans. I think I can, Trick. Give me a second. You're one of those fanatics. You want to play off like, oh, I rocks with Devin, but you don't rocks with the lawsuit. But I asked you, what are your thoughts on Tiafimo and Ryan Garcia's racist comments? And your 43-year-old ass says, my chat is sensitive. You know how it goes? Keon? Huh? You're not a fan of boxing. You're not a fan of boxing. You're a fan of a fighter. You don't fool anybody in here, man. I think it's disposable. You do know how it go? No. What do you mean you think it's disposable? What does that mean? I didn't listen. I'm not asking you. You said you think it's disposable? Did you mean to put that? 43-year-old man? You think it's holy shit. You think it's disposable? Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Do you have a son named Press? I'm asking. It's a little inside joke. You think it's despicable? Why do you think it's despicable? Don't just talk me to death. Why do you think it's despicable? What's despicable? King P back in that super chat. He said Keon wears halter tops every time Tank fights. Hashtag Tank pranks. Well, here's my sensitive chat getting at you. Your son name is KY. All right, the joke is too easy. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it, but whatever, man. Eric Jordan in that super chat. He says, damn, Miguel, you got your 8 monkey coon sellout at work here. Yeah. The OG Mr. Mont in that super chat. He said, he thinks it's despicable, but if I had to guess, he's willing to look past it. Yeah. Yeah. Keon, where you from? Where you from? It's despicable that, T.O. and Ryan Garcia's comments, they're despicable. They're despicable. But you're telling me, I know how it goes. I know how what goes. Phenomenal Mexican in that super chat. He says, Keon takes more back shots than Tiana Trump. Jesus Christ. My God. Big Joe Townsend in the building. What's despicable? What Ryan said? It's despicable, right? Keon? Oh, this is really rich. You can call me what you want, because I'll be there. I'm from your hood, 169 in Webster. I don't live anywhere near 169 in Webster, buddy. I used to live on 169 between Fulton and 3rd, building 530 on the hill. Used to live there. Long time ago. But I don't live down there no more, buddy. That big, long building on the hill. That was a long time ago. Long time ago. Actually, before you were born. But you said it was despicable, did you not? Right? You said it was despicable, right? Is this despicable? See what I mean? Tough Glove Boxing says, my dumb ass over here defending the fight. That was never happening, shaking my head, mainly to support Lamont Roach Jr., but still, boxing sucks. Now you see, there were a handful of people that support Lamont Roach. And trust me, I was not cutting down Lamont Roach. I was actually saying, I hope he lands something and wins. Y'all heard me say that. I don't deal with Tank. I was hoping Lamont won. But the genuine consensus is he's not. And now come to find out they didn't even have a home to host the fight in. Nah, Keon, the chat is not sensitive. It's not. The chat's not sensitive. You see the pic right here? Your thoughts. After you said it's despicable. After you said Devin brought it on himself. After you said, all right, so the lawsuit he brought on himself. With all this behavior, right? How he's being treated, he brought it on himself. Right? Meaning you don't agree with the lawsuits. Meaning you don't agree that it should be handled like that. Right? I asked you about, well, the brothers asked you about Tiafimo and Ryan's racist comments. Right? Right. So what do you think about this handshake right here? He said it's jealousy in their blood. You can't do nothing about hatred. You talking about Tio and Ryan? Okay, great. Jealousy in their blood. Why is he shaking Tank's hand and laughing with him? Why is Tank shaking his hand and laughing with him? And you said 169 and Webster? Brother, ain't nothing but projects over there. So I'm starting to wonder about your mentality. Webster Avenue where the 41 bus SBS drives up and down? Yeah, I know that area very well. I know what's over there. So I'm starting to wonder about your thought process. Are you a product of your environment? Because it seems that way. Now, I don't want to put that on you, but it seems that way. Phone booth says Washington Ave. Yep, there's a lot of Bronx in here. Eric Jordan back in that super chat. He said, Keon, you mad that Miguel ain't clapping you right now. Jesus Christ. This is the chat. You came at them. Butler houses. Look at that. We're going to take a walk up to the Grand Concourse next. Well, enough calling out the hoods, man, you know. You okay, Keon? The name calling don't hurt you. It's not designed to. But you got to understand, you're violating right now. Lawsuits have been a part of boxing. We spoke about this when it happened. Lawsuits have been a part of boxing since boxing had business behind it. Lawsuits protect fighters, and sometimes they protect managers and promoters. That's what contracts are for. When you sign a contract to fight somebody, you agree to have a clean fight. Ryan popped dirty. He's getting sued. Period. I'm not hearing that, he brought it on himself. You didn't get on here and say that. You said, oh, well, he brought it on himself. You didn't get on here and say, oh, well, he's supposed to sue Ryan. F Ryan. You don't say that. I hear all these cats doing the opposite. What's wrong with us? Yeah, Trey. Floyd sued the fuck out of Ortiz, and Floyd won the fight. I didn't find that out until a month and a half ago. I'm like, oh, he sued him? He sued him? How? Why? Well, yeah, the headbutt. That was not within the guidelines of the rules, so he sued him. King P back in that super chat, he said, Keon from that place that AJ visited, hashtag I like men, hashtag hated it. Hey, man. Hey, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The real OG Mr. Moss said, this dude is the one sensitive. He the one who came to this chat letting it be known that he has an issue with what he deems as hate. This is, Keon, you do understand that we ain't need to even take this route with this, right? You bringing up the lawsuit has nothing to do with what I'm talking about here. The fact that I had to question how old you are, you should know where I was going. I'm not even cutting Tank down in this live. I'm asking where is his money? I'm asking why did the PBC lie to us? None of this has anything to do with Devin. Devin and DHPs, they never done this before. Tell us that the event is booked and it's happening at a location, tickets on sale. We call the event, we call the venue, there's no event. Huh? And then we find out that it was all a lie. That's what we're dealing with. Keon, I'm used to people not agreeing with me. That's why I have a show. I don't care. But my opinion is based off of fact. Fact, the PBC lied. Fact, they told us we had a venue. We did not have a venue. Fact, no one wanted to see Lamar Roach versus Tank anyway, other than his fans. Fact, not enough fans are willing to go to the Toyota Center to support the event. Fact, the PBC don't have money to give them. Fact, Tank is not walking to the ring because they're not paying him enough money. And I'm asking, wait a minute, I was told that he had gotten over $250 million up front. So what is this? They're not paying me enough money to walk to the ring. So we're being lied to. That's a fact. You know what else is a fact? Turki out of Sheik said, I got 50 million, come down to Saudi and fight Devin Haney. According to my math, whether it was $50 million or $50 million divided by 2, which leaving those two young black men with 25 million apiece, 25 million is still more than 3 million to walk to the damn ring.
Whoa!
If he was fucking with Turki, he wouldn't be doing this. He wouldn't be going through this. But you was loyal to Al, and now they're lying to us about venues. And all I'm asking is, what the hell's going on? That's all I'm asking. Fool-ass Earthman in that super chat.
Fool-ass Earthman.
Salute, brother. Much love and appreciation. Jay, what's going on? I'm just asking. Nah, Keon, you ain't got to go back and forth with any. If the chat's sensitive, you don't have to go back and forth with them. You're in my chat. I'm having a conversation with you. I'm having a conversation with you. Have I lied on Tank? Is this hate on Tank? The first thing you said when you came in here, there's a lot of channels hating on Tank. Sir, how was this hate? We're supposed to say, oh, we were lied to, but that's okay. You don't even have to hate Tank for this. You see that man in gray right there on the right, lower right-hand side? He owns the PBC. He lied to you. So thanks to him and his poor business moves, there's no event on December 14th. That ain't got nothing to do with Tank. Tank was ready. Tank already picked Lamont Roach. Fine. He said, I'm going to fight this guy. And yeah, didn't he say that on Twitter? I'm going to fight this guy. You're going to like it. Stop crying. He said something to that event, right? Something to that effect. I'm fighting him. Deal with it. That's what he said, right? Isn't that what he said? That's what he said. And I said, hey, man, whatever. That's how. Nah, y'all timed him out. Don't time him out. Don't time him out. We're just having a conversation. Untime, well, if you can. Don't time him out. Don't time him out. I'm looking for logic in this. I didn't even get to why I put Bob Arum and Shakur over there. The War Report. My brother says, pop-up boxing champions sold everyone out for cinnamon activities. Thank you, good brother. Because I said this yesterday and I'm going to say it again. Canelo got his money up front. Ain't going to be no back end. Y'all ain't going to back end money. I'm Canelo. I back in y'all. I give out the back shots. Y'all are the power bottom. That's what Canelo said. No, you ain't going to back end money me. I'm Canelo Alvarez. I give out the back shots. He got his bread. Where's the lie? You know why the War Report, my brother Oddfellow calls it pop-up boxing? You know why he calls it that? Earlier in the show, I said, Black Martial Arts Society, salute. Earlier in the show, I said, they've been on several networks, and I noticed, although we was enjoying what they were putting up, it was boxing on free TV, which is what we wanted. They never had a steady home. They were Rolling Stones. They were Rolling Stones. They were hobosexuals. They were the dudes, and I'm sure some of you knew dudes like this. They're adults. They're not homeless, but they never had their own apartment or home. They always was shacked up with a chick. We call those hobosexuals. They always had a chick they could lay up under. They broke up with this chick. Now they move across town with this chick. Now they move to Brooklyn with this chick. Now they're living in Queens with this chick. But they never had something with an address on it that they owned. Now you know what's crazy? The chicks that put up with that. That's crazy. I'm not that chick. Now I saw that, but out of my loyalty to the brother Al Heyman, I didn't say anything. I was like, yo, this ain't like PBC Friday night fights or something. PBC Sunday, Saturday, Tuesday night fights, Wednesday night fights. No, they were bouncing around the various networks. I'm like, all right, it's not steady. And then they just vanished. And they were just strictly on Showtime. Right? And then Showtime vanished. So if PBC was blockbusting, why they kept disappearing? That's what I wanted to know. Why they kept disappearing? I don't get it. And now fast forward to 2024. They told us to see Tank Davis, we're going to have to go to Houston. I never questioned the venue. I said the door's going to be beautiful. It's going to be sold out, whatever. I'm just not satisfied with this event. And by the way, why are they stacking this card like that? Why did they reach out to David Morrell and David Benavidez to try to stick them on this card? What's going on? Now you find out that they lied about even securing the goddamn venue. Something is wrong. Canceled, postponed, regardless. The face of boxing. Canelo never went anywhere and told you they were having a fight and it canceled because there was no venue. What, you ain't having, what, the check bounce? What happened? Now to the reason why I got Bob Arum over there. Has Bob Arum ever done that? I know he lied and said, I'm going to have to erect a new stadium in Vegas because Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather is going to be so big. He just talked that bullshit. He never did it. as corrupt and fucked up as he is. But you see Shakur standing there behind him. He has a belt. He's in the same division as Shakur. What I'm saying is, if Shakur was on this card, you probably wouldn't be going through this. That's it. Meanwhile, he'd at least had 25 to 50 million if he dealt with Turki Al-Sheikh. Gary, you're absolutely right. Like 5 shows, 4 pay-per-views, and I don't even know what the numbers were with that. I'm not a numbers guy. You get what I'm saying? You grabbed Lamont Roach and then told your fans. Now get this. And I know they timed out Keon Smalls, but get this. Told your fans, Tank told you, I'm fighting Lamont Roach and y'all gonna like it. Didn't he also say no one else is fighting the best, so why should I? Didn't he say something to that effect? I'm not on Twitter, y'all. Didn't he say that? I'm like, God damn. Tank fans are battered wives. Well, they showed you. Because Houston, we got a problem. They lied. Keon, I know they timed you out. I didn't ask them to time you out, brother. I was having a conversation with you. I'm more patient nowadays. I didn't call you a troll. So if you're listening, come back tomorrow. I was having a conversation with you. I'm just asking why. I'm just asking why. Now, the universe in 2024 isn't wasting any time with y'all. The universe ain't fucking with y'all. Not this year. No. And 2025 is going to be the worst for y'all. No good is out here. The face of boxing has no venue to hold the event. Now, allegedly, things are subject to change. Something could change today. They could get an investor somewhere. Al Heyman could say, hey, man, I'm good for it. All right, Al, but this is the last time. They could come up with the money today and hey, it's on. Okay. For Tank's sake and his fans' sake, I hope so. But I didn't think I'd have this conversation. No. You wouldn't have had this conversation if it was rider season. No. You know what you would have had? You'd have had to fight your contemporaries, and we would have had to have an organic outcome. You see, Turki Al-Sheikh, there's no smoke and mirrors there. Okay? I know y'all thought Bivol won. I did too. Whatever. Shit happens. But Tank knocks everybody out though, right? Y'all ain't want to see him knock out Devin, rider season. Y'all ain't seen him knock out Shakur, rider season. Andy Cruz, rider season. And how does the face of boxing not secure any venue in the world? Hell, I think he probably could have did this at Wembley. They'd have loved to see Tank back at this point. They'd have loved to see him back in the UK, right? Right? This is the face of boxing. He can't secure a venue? What's going on? That speaks volumes about star power, right? I would love to see what the Latino channels are saying. Are they laughing at this? I'm just curious. I don't speak Espanol. Are they clowning? Are they saying, aha, Canelo's the face? You see, this little ape is not. El Monkey is not. El Monkey is not the face of boxing. We told you it was Canelo. Canelo never went through this, and they're not lying. I've never seen anything like this. This is the first time. Am I ripping Tank? No. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. And I'm asking what's going on with the PBC. Y'all can't secure venues now? You push the Errol Spence fight back? What's going on? What's happening? I'm asking what's happening. Huh? Let me find out Bud was right. When he said, Al Heyman said, I'm not letting anyone near this fight. They were making sure they secure their portion of the bag. Which is why Errol said, I feel like I'm being played. We're just trying to make the damn fight. Which is why as soon as they stepped away from Al Heyman, the work got done. Are y'all still asleep or what's going on? I haven't even clown tanked this broadcast. I have not. I'm asking where the young man's money at. I'm actually speaking up on his behalf. Where his bread? Y'all told us he signed 250, 200, 300 million, whatever the price was, whatever the money was. Y'all told me that the money was in his account. People told me, no, he got paid up front. I said, oh, okay. Wait a minute, it's a 7-fight or a 6-fight deal? And we don't know. Now listen to this, y'all. A 6-fight deal. And we don't know who those 6 fights are. One of them we know is Lamont Roach. No one asked for that. See, I gave this kid $250 million. And we don't know who he's fighting. But we do know we getting Lamont Roach. And y'all gave him bread. Hey, man, y'all know something we don't. And then when people say, yo, Tank, I schmucks with you, but this Lamont Roach thing ain't it. And his clapback is, I'm doing it and you're going to like it. And I understand this kid got on Twitter and said, hey, no one else is fighting their contemporaries. Why should I? Something to that effect. And y'all root for this kid. Fine, man, that's your business. But this right here, lying to your people, he ain't lied to me. I wasn't interested. He lied to y'all. Y'all cool with the bum rape? Behind a filthy dumpster? Y'all cool with this? I want to talk to somebody who booked that December 14th weekend. You booked the Thursday or Friday to Sunday or Monday. I want to talk to the person that did that. I want to know how y'all feel. I want to know the mind of a Tank fan that has resources to go follow this kid around and support him. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you. You just support the kid. I'm cool with that. I want to know how you feel about this. Can you overlook this? I'm asking. Can you? I can't. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get the fascination. I don't get the justification. Like I said, there was things popping up on my algorithm. There's a lot of people mad at the information. How do you get mad at the information? And saying people are lying. This isn't a lie. And Blue's not the only person that called the Toyota Center. They said nothing. Did you hear the phone call? The dude on the phone said nothing was ever booked for December 14th. We were lied. We just never thought we can call. Now everyone's gonna start calling. Oh, there's a fight that day at that city. I'm gonna call. Now people at these arenas, they're gonna have to have a call center because they're gonna be fans all over the world calling to make sure that there's an event booked. So that guy that answered the phone, where it's like, okay, I'm only answering a few calls from media or whatever. Now he's gonna be answering the phone like, God damn. Whatever fighter said they're fighting here, they're making me work now. Now they're gonna send y'all a voicemail. Thanks. But certain things must be done. Because they were calling Blue a liar and everything else. He aired the phone call. And you can call yourself a condo, my brother. Salute. I'm dealing with the facts. Whether it's postponed or canceled. I don't know if it's canceled. I don't know if it's postponed. I know it's not in Houston. That's what I know. And that's what I'm dealing with. And the other part I'm dealing with is, how could Tank be the face of boxing and this shit is happening? And the other thing I'm dealing with is, how could this be the PBC who has the face of boxing on their roster and this is happening? What's going on? That's what I'm asking. It's not a lie. I'm asking why, bars. Because the Canelo fans is like, I told you. Canelo face of boxing. Got dudes all set to go to Houston to support this kid, and they lied to y'all. This fight was announced like a month ago. It's October 29th. And now you found out that they lied? What are you talking about, man? And now you're hearing that they ain't got enough money to get him to even do a ring walk? $3 million? That's the number? Back that up. I thought he was paid that $250 straight up. Somebody lied. That's the lie. Deal with that. I thought Tank had his bread. What you mean? Hey, wait. What you mean he ain't got enough money? Sure will, my brother. What you mean he ain't got no money to... Whoa. What you mean they're not paying him enough? $3 million? I agree with you. Tank is worth more than $3 million. Straight up. He's worth more than that. Yeah, I agree. But I thought he was given that check already that said $250 or more. I thought he had that money already. Wait a minute, what happened with that? Oh yeah, this happened and seat sales and carried a one. No! Y'all said major announcement. 6-fight deal. Amazon Prime. Tank got $250 million or more, whatever it was. That's what we were told. Right? That's what we were told. So we were lied to. You mofos better not ever again come in here and talk about Bill be capping and lying. You should be quiet. In my Farrakhan voice, you should be quiet. You're in no moral position to call anyone a liar. You should be quiet. Shut up. That $50 million that Turkey offered you is looking real good right now, right? I said back then, you don't want to go to Saudi and punch Devin in the face for 50 mil? Huh? And now you're complaining that there's not enough money to get you to walk to the ring? And then the PBC's lied to us about an event in Houston? And now people are saying, no. It's not canceled. It's postponed. It's going to be somewhere, hopefully on the East Coast, which is where it should have been in the first place. This is Tank Davis. He's fighting another guy that we don't want to see, but he's also from the DMV. Why would you put it in Houston? That's an easy Philadelphia, Baltimore, or New York Barclays event. Has he ever fought in Madison Square Garden? You could go there for the first time. I don't know. Stop capping for this kid to the point where you're just ignoring the facts. I'm dealing with the facts. I didn't lie on this kid. I didn't clown this kid. I'm asking where his bread at. And why y'all told me y'all gave him all this bread? Why did y'all tell me y'all was fighting in Houston? Why y'all tell me he's the face of boxing? And y'all have a problem securing an event for the face of boxing. Okay, let's say that's not Tank's fault. That's Al Heyman and the PBC's fault. Fine. Y'all still lied to us about the money he's getting or received. Y'all ain't even got the money to pay him. Is Tank smart enough to do what DHP is doing? Is he smart enough to do what Canelo is doing? Canelo is a brand. DHP is a brand. TMT is a brand. Bomb Squad is a brand. Tank is a brand. Is he? Does he have baseball caps and warm-up suits? Does he have that shit? I don't know. I'm not a fan of his like that. Y'all tell me. Stay Dangerous said the nigga booked an Airbnb. Done. Done. Eric Jordan, that super chat, he says Tank should have took that ninja sword, probably saw Prince off. Tank flying through Houston like this.
Then let him taste the fury of my nigga sword!
Oh, Lord, it's Monkey Tuesday.
Monkey Tuesday!
That last one gets me that E. That sounds like one motherfucker I know. Oh, God. So is Tank going to Houston? No! Did Tank get that $250 million? No! But who loves Tank unconditionally?
Monkey!
Yup. But you know who's laughing at this the most? You know who's laughing at this fallout the most? This guy.
Unified, undefeated. Unified, undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated. Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What the hell is even that?
I keep telling y'all. Sometimes you don't have to lift a finger. You might not realize it, but this is God working right now. The universe is 360 degrees. You get exactly what you put out. I never wish any harm on Tank. I just don't like how he moves as a human being, as a black man. That's my problem with him. That's 80% of why I don't deal with the kid. The other part, the 20%, as far as boxing, he's not fighting his contemporaries. He could still go to the Hall of Fame if he fights his contemporaries. At least fight them. You can't shit on a plate and tell me it's meatloaf. I'm not going to eat it. I know what I'm looking at. I know what I'm smelling. And your diet's messed up because it looks like you got peanuts in it. Horrible stuff. Take it off the plate and throw it like monkeys do. Yeah, I'm going there. Crazy stuff. Ew. Eric Jordan back in that super chat. He says Keon was mad that Miguel was clapping Tank.
Miguel!
If you're still listening, Keon Smalls, come back tomorrow. I still don't believe you're 43 years old. And if you are, you said 169 in Webster, that's the projects, good brother. Let me find out that's your thought process. You're talking about lawsuits and everything else. That was an underhanded shot at Devin and Bill. And you're acting like you don't know how business works. You're acting like you didn't see an assault in the ring once you found out that kid cheated. You're gonna call what T.O. and Ryan said despicable, which you corrected yourself. You called it despicable.
but you're saying that Devin brought whatever on himself by a lawsuit as if he wasn't supposed to sue. I did a whole show about lawsuits in boxing. Did a whole show about that. You say you fucks with me, you should know that already then. But things are what they are. Things are what they are. Because this is how I view a lot of these monkeys. And I'm not saying you're a monkey, but you know how I do with monkeys. I understand them. This code of the ape. You said it in your comments. You said it in your comments. You said it's because of jealousy, and you was talking about Ryan and T.O. I get jealousy, I get that. But you know what's worse? When the niggas pick sides unconditionally and they don't see stuff for what it is. Now, Devin, what's going on with here? Devin has nothing to do with any of this. Do you know that? He has nothing to do with any of this. This is a Tank Davis and PBC situation. In the meme states, welcome to Houston. I got to break down the meme for y'all. Welcome to Houston, which means there's nothing going on there. Y'all remember that infamous Houston, we have a problem. Y'all know what that's from. The lunar landing that allegedly didn't take place or took place, whatever you want to believe. Turki al-Sheikh offered this kid $50 million to come to Saudi to punch Devin in the face. He said, send me 2 Ferraris. That was disrespectful to his Muslim brother at that. That's haram in itself for him being disrespectful. His fans say, yo, Tank, I fucks with you, but I don't like this Lamont Roach thing. He said, I'm going to do it and you're going to like it. He said something to that effect. He said that. Meanwhile, his contemporary is directly to his left, who was available. He didn't even pick up the phone. Now, true, Shakur could have picked up the phone too, but Tank is the face. Tank a star. Tank's the A-side. Tank makes these calls. And Bob Arum has never, as much of a liar he is, he's never said, I have an event booked for this date, at this time, in this city, at this venue, and then you actually call the goddamn place and they're like, no. And there was never an event. And mind you, they had us believing it was done. They didn't say we have a target date for the 14th of December. We're looking at Houston, the Toyota Center. And it's kind of close. The fighters were already trash talking. They're in camp. And now all of this. Are they relocating, postponing, or canceling? I don't know. What I'm saying is, God works in mysterious ways. So are you gonna, cut down the PBC, which is what you should be doing? Asking what happened to that $250 million that y'all told us Tank had in his bank account? Or are you gonna say, oh man, stop lying on Tank, it's moving, it's postponed, it's not can't. Come on, man, stop it. Point the finger where it needs to be pointed. The PBC, stop this crap, man. Cut it out. Cut it out, man. Yeah, I agree with you, Stay Dangerous. It's absurd at this point. So thank you for joining me on this episode 6 of Monkey Tuesday. And shout out to the buck dancing channels that just stand in the pocket for everything.
Nigga!
You guys are the worst. Salute to the Wrench Gang.
Come on!
And salute to my stalkers.
I'm gay. Gay, like super gay. Like one down here, one here, one here, one here gay. I thought you knew that.
Amazing, right? General should be on. Let's head over there. And I'll catch you on the rebound, man. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.